Okay. Are we here? It looks like we might be here. Are the people still around? Okay, I'll get started and then as they fall back in, they can back up and catch up. Uh, for those who fall in at some time or another and need an explanation, that was my speakers in the corner of the room, which are also connected to Siri. And I don't know what they were doing. They decided I wanted that for some reason and wouldn't stop until I unplugged them. So we'll fight it out once I finish with this. Anyway, we're back. This is Patricia O'Connor, the Bonsai Balcony, Saturday Night Live. We're doing a live broadcast where I'm with Frida Reba Darcy. We've already done one of two pines. This is Ponderosa pine. I'll put this in front of actual camera. Ponderosa pine. We put it in one of Elizabeth Crutenden's beautiful unglazed pots. I am pleased with the way this little tree came out. Um, then, with the time we had left over, we decided to have a sound issue. Uh, for whatever reason, I heard Siri pop off in the corner of the room out of one of my little speakers called pods. And a minute later, it started with this weird drum beat. I don't know what that was. Uh, yeah, so it wasn't going to quit. It didn't quit doing that until I pulled the cord. I've had to pull the cord on Siri. I feel horrible. It didn't take much either for me to pull the cord on her. She should, yeah. Anyway, there you go. We'll just keep paying off. So where I was when we were technologically interrupted was repotting this little tree, which is a favorite of mine. I like this little pot too. This little pot is kind of rough and tumble. Got plenty of drainage. Got pretty okay. See the sidewalls here, the little feet carvings. That allows the water to that it keeps the water from getting trapped underneath it. Uh, I was thinking that my little show hen, my little mame tree should probably get repotted about every year or so. I was thinking that going in, and the ones we made last year, we probably made fairly late in the year, right? So I don't know. I don't know that they needed a lot off the top anyway. But it hadn't been a whole year. We some of these little trees we didn't have this time last year. We got them in the midsummer and then started bending them on through into the fall and stuff. So it might not be time for those anyway. So having said that, do I have two pair of pliers? I do. Having said that, um, this one looked to me like it needed repotting. And after I started thinking about it, I was like, yeah, you did that during your surgery. That was 2 years ago, not 1 year ago. So it's been a minute, and we're getting to it now. So yeah, this is a tree that I had gotten from Bonsai, Eric Schrader, Bonsai. I asked him to pick me out a nice little tree. They came wired. It was much taller than it is now. It was a much bigger tree then, and I bought the tree and I bought the pot from him. So then they came in the mail really quickly. It was just he's out of San Francisco and I'm in Alameda. Those are uh those are pretty close together. I live on the uh, across the bay and exactly on the outskirts of San Francisco. You could also say I live on the outskirts of Oakland, and that would probably be closer to accurate. But Alameda's its own thing. How about I just live in Alameda? Anyway, it didn't take long for them to get here. Once I ordered them, I was in. Hello, Paul. I think you're first to come back. It turned out that it was my pods and my speakers in the corner of the room were responding to something that it thought I wanted. So I don't know what it thought I wanted, if that was somehow the answer, but yeah, that's kind of where we were. So I'm adding more to this pot. This pot I call Buck Fitty because I'm just kind of weird like that. It is my answer to the $50 challenge, and I really love this little tree. I really love this little tree. You can see that I chopped it in half. It was about twice this tall, and it had not quite this much movement. What did you do? Are you okay? Okay. Anyway, it had the other thing I dearly love about this tree is I don't know how well this is going to read, but the roots are exposed and they start right here. That last little bit of trunk roll is exposed roots, and so that is so cool. It is. I ain't gonna lie. That really does it for me. I love this little tree. So we get to experiment with angle again. Here, let me my hemp broom. We could actually neaten up the act a little. Okay. All right. So there's our pot. There's our little pot. And this tree was again my answer to the $50 challenge. And I was pretty beat up. So I wasn't in such hot shape to go out and about on town uh nursery hopping and stuff. So I mail ordered that. I knew that Eric had cool stuff, and I knew he was close by. And something we used to say a million years ago, I let my fingers do the walking, and it just delivered all this stuff right to the door. And I'm pretty sure I don't remember this video. I don't remember a lot about that time. I'm pretty sure I uh I'm pretty sure I potted it up off camera. I was off camera. Uh as I was still pretty scary to look at around then. So yeah. All right. I think I just wired that down. Bingo. Hmm. Okay. Hello. Chop this down a little. And this little tree responded really well. Um, I like the little pot. It's one of the few pots that I have that I like. That wasn't one of Elizabeth's pots. It's kind of bolt shaped or nut shaped in that it's this octagon, and it is of course an unglazed pot. I would like to I would like to cut that loose. The roots start right here, and I want to show that off. I think I can cut. I'm not going to get too crazy about this. If this looks like it's not going well, I'll just stop because I don't want to remove all of the wire. But this guy has some really cool roots coming right up through there, and I would like to show him a little better. Yeah, there was a part one. Hi, Lee. Glad to see you back. Yeah, I want to cut those wires so so I can see better those beautiful roots, and also I don't want to cut those those beautiful roots. So maybe I better err on the side of caution. Like that's something I do. No, leave it alone. You're okay. Let's get out of here. Like, let's get out of here before we do something that we don't get over. Everything's going pretty well with this guy. Um, Also, looking over the trees on the balcony today, golly, everybody's starting to green up, and the ponderosas that I potted up in the last 3 weeks to month, those guys they just look like they're responding well to that. Um, wonder, I wonder what Frida squealed about. I know that was kind of a delayed reaction, but every once in a while she'll move wrong or something and squeal. Every once in a while I'll move wrong and squeal. I think we did it. I think that's going to be really good. And in a little while, it will be candle cutting season for this guy. And we'll be ready. So this is the second half is going to be kind of short. Uh, we got most of our video done in part one, but in part two, we repotted Buck Fitty. This was our $50 challenge tree. I did. I was better able to expose all those roots there that I really enjoy looking at. And I'm going to overfill this like that. And then in part one, we did this ponderosa pine here. It came out nice. Um, I'm not really concerned about not putting it directly in the center the way I know I should have, but it came out nice anyway. I think that's a really nice looking tree. I have to get used to centering trees up in round pot. I remember thinking that at one point, and then when it came that moment in the game, I completely dropped the ball. But I still think it looks good. We'll we'll uh, we'll save that for next time. Now the reason I just overfilled it is I wanted to be able to have some substrate chopped down in here a little, which we just did. Now, now I can rake some of that back. All right, that's two trees. Saturday night bonsai, and our and we were attacked by Siri, but nothing we couldn't handle. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Our next drop will probably be tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be beautiful Sunday in Alameda. I'll go out there on the balcony and we'll do something. We'll do something, we'll get into something. And I appreciate you, and Frida appreciates you. And thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to do a rotate right here, just like this, like I'm a table, like I'm a lazy Susan. Too lazy for a lazy Susan. It's lazy Patricia. There you go. Ta-da.